What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? I'm your main man, Duke, and we are back here at the Regal Eagle 215. Let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. So, we all know Michi is always on CP time. Always. We got to talk to him about that, people. But, again, Michi always on CP time. Uh, Bottom line is look, when it's all said and done, we have done the most in free agency. We have done the most. And guess what? Again, Michi is on CP time. But we have done the most on free agency. We have done the most. And we have to get into that today. We got to talk about it. We got to see what's going on with it. We got to look at everyone that we got in free agency and try to determine how we are going to maneuver and use these players to the best of our ability to get us to the big dance so that we can hopefully this coming year hoist that Lombardi and do what we do. So without further ado, what up, Meech? How you
What's
been?
going on? What's going on, man? Hey, like you said, man, it's a lot of moves being made, and today is the day you motherfuckers is gonna kick in.
Yeah. So look, man, when it's all said and done, like I don't know, I can hear you somewhat fine. You're just kind of a little distorted, but it's okay. Just let you know. But so yeah, man. Look, hey, we got 10 free agents in. All right. So what we're gonna do, this show, we're gonna look at the free agents. We're gonna see what we got. We're gonna go over the stats for the year previous and try to figure out how we're gonna use these people, how it's gonna play out, this, that, and the third. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So like again, we got 10 free agents. What we're gonna do with them, we don't know. So the first one on the docket, as everyone knows, is what? We already know we got Saquon. Okay. Signed Saquon to a 3-year contract for the Giants. And the question, Meach, is will he go over or under 1,000 yards from scrimmage this season? That's the question.
Hey, I think it's a good question, man, and I think that we kind of hit on the last show when we talked about the proficiency of Saquon, and it's not to give any hate to Swift at all, man, because I just think that anybody running behind our offensive line is going to have success. The key word is if they use them, right? So Swift had, he had the yardage that he had last season, when they weren't even really using him as they could have. So I think we got Kellen Moore in there. We feel that he's going to do the damn thing with Saquon, use him like he's supposed to be used. We have an offensive line that's pretty dominant. And making the holes for the guys to run through. So you give all those combinations, it's brewing for a perfect storm, baby, on the goddamn running back offensive front. And so I absolutely think he'll get over 1,000 yards this season.
Yeah, me too. I feel like, or from what I see from his production, even when he kind of came from the Giants, like when he came from the Giants, man, he was there, if not almost there, with one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. So the fact that he's behind quote unquote whatever, and I'm saying what everybody else is saying, the best O line in the NFL, then I cannot foresee him not getting over 1,000 yards. I feel like he's definitely going to be over 1,000 yards. And my only snafu or asterisk about that whole thing is, he's gonna have to share some of these yardage situations with some receivers and tight ends. So, I feel like that could possibly hinder him because we have to spread the ball around so much, and everybody wants theirs, and everybody wants a piece. So, but I feel like if Saquon can go in there behind our O line and establish the run like he's supposed to, I feel like he can easily walk away with 100 yards, a game.
Oh yeah,
Potentially.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely, we can definitely have 2,000 yard receivers, 1,000 yard rusher. Goddard, he'd be just as close to the mark. You know what I mean? That's why I think the explosiveness that Kellen Moore is going to bring to the talent that we already have in place on the team. So, like I said, I called it the perfect storm, man, because all the talent is there. The talent was there last year. That sucker we had in there. That was, I think he was self-sabotaging us from the inside. He wasn't using those guys effectively or efficiently as he should. But so I think Kellen Moore is coming in there to handle business, man. So I absolutely.
Yeah, like Brian Johnson was that dude on 300 that didn't get chosen. He was like, "Mother, you lied to me." Sorry, but I cannot use you. Get out of here.
He couldn't raise his shield high enough, man. He couldn't raise it
Yeah,
high enough.
that's right. You couldn't keep the offense up like you're supposed to, man. You couldn't raise his shield. You beat
Yeah,
it. Hey, we like you,
yeah.
but guess what? Go pick up
You
that
got to
body,
go,
and we
son.
don't need
Yeah,
you.
yeah, man. You got to go.
Yeah. All right. So shout out to all 5,000 people up in here. We appreciate y'all coming in today. And by all means, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just want to pose a question, then by all means, throw us a comment, throw up a like if you could. We appreciate it. And if you got a friend, hey, guess what? Tell a friend about us, man. Hook us up. Hey, all these viewers count. Oh, and by the way, before we get going, I want to give Michi and us, if y'all could, clap at home. We are over 100 subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the help. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna give out the fake. Yeah, yeah. All right, so moving on from Saquon because we already know Saquon. He's the key. You know what I'm saying? If we can get Saquon going, he's the key. So all right, so moving on. All right, so now we got linebacker Oren Burks got a 1 year contract from the 49ers. I think that's how you say his name. Oren Burks. 49ers. He's got 29 solo tackles, one sack, no forced fumbles, and one interception. So I mean, these decent stats for someone who really didn't play that 20 times the whole team. Really, from what I understand, I don't think he played that much. So we'll see. I feel like he'll probably be like a filler or second string if we're
Yeah,
up pretty good. Throw him in there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Give our other linebackers a rest. But for the most part, he probably won't get any reps. The most reps he'll probably see is probably in summer camp and preseason. Outside of that, he probably won't get any reps during the season unless we're torching someone like the Cowboys. So.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't really think we need to stay too long on him. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, no.
It is what it is with
It's
him.
one of yeah, it's one of them just in case pickups. You know what I mean? Good. You don't expect him to do too much. Just do what you
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Now, let's just say, God forbid, somebody gets hurt. Like, do you think he'll come in and be able to sustain something?
I don't know, man. Looking at the lineup that we have, I don't see where. Like I said, he's just a filler to the filler right now. We're still working on Hassan Reddick and then his contract. See what they're gonna do with there. And
Yeah.
then we have Nolan Smith backing him up on the defensive end side. So if something happens with Hassan Reddick, then we have to move Nolan Smith to that spot. Then he can probably fill him in or something like that, and then go from there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. We just got to figure. And then our nemesis, man, Dean, the Kobe Dean, man, figure out what's going on with him. If they're gonna have, what are they gonna do with him? You know what I mean? Because that's the
Who
only spot
cares?
that I see him. Yeah,
Who cares?
to me, he's a placeholder holding up. You know what I mean? Progress. So
Yeah.
if
If
he's
that's
not
the
gonna
case,
play, man, get him out of there, man. We got Zach Bond backing him up, and then we could put Owen Burks in that position to back up
facts.
Bond. Right. So
I,
that's
me
why I see that.
personally, just me personally, I feel like they should just go ahead and just do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So excuse me, allow me to intercept per se, but you, my brother, you might want to get on up out of there because you're not the guy for us. I'm gonna keep it a buck. What's going on, Jim, man? Hey, Jim, he's a loyal watch man. One of my homies. I appreciate you, Jim. What's up, man? But yeah, he's a loyal watch man, straight up, like that guy. All right, so again, Owen Burks, man. Hopefully, you get some playing time for the good and the betterment of you, but not on the sake of someone being hurt or injured. So that's
Right.
just it.
Right.
All right. So moving along. So now we got linebackers. Zach Bond signed to a 1 year deal from the Saints. Got 20 solo tackles, two sacks, no forced fumbles, one INT, and he's tied for 104th in the league. So I feel like Zach Bond he could come in as linebacker, as a decent backup, or at least a rotational linebacker for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Coming as a rotational, because what right now they got N'Kobe Dean and who else? Who else you say?
We got N'Kobe Dean. Zach Bond is this guy right here. He's actually the would be the backup to N'Kobe Dean. On the other side, the inside linebacker, we got Devin White, and then backing him up is Von Schumer or something like that.
Okay.
That's the backup there. So yeah, so that's why I say N'Kobe Dean. Him and his health and playing time and all of that. That'll determine the major shift. Whether I think Bond will be a better fit than Owen at that inside linebacker position. And then putting Owen, the guy that we just talked about, behind Bond as his backup.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically you're saying Bond would be a number 3.
Right. But put Bond as number 2. Put him number 1 and number 2, the inside linebacker position, and then put this guy over here. Both of these guys, man, they're not really spectacular guys, but it could just be the environment that they were in. They were good quality pickups for not a lot of money. We stayed well under cap space with these pickups. So have him just go ahead and pull the plug on the Kobe Dean, let the dirty water out the tub.
That's right.
Get him on out of there, man.
Clean the ring.
Clean the ring of the tub, man.
Clean it up. Hey, if you got spray some fabuloso on that thing, man, and walk away. You know what I'm saying?
Sprinkle your comment on there and let it go, man. Let it sit. Go ahead and put Bond in there and get him, the reps that he's supposed to be getting, and then the Owen guy, put him up behind him. So
yeah. But I think Zach Bond, I think he's a decent pickup. Just to me, I feel like he's a decent pickup. He's decent pickup because just in case we go with a 2 linebacker set or a 3 linebacker set, I feel like he'll do dividends in that area. You know what I'm saying, with 2 sacks, 20 solo tackles, I feel like he'll do exactly what he needs to do at that position at that time.
Yeah.
Just, like again, nothing spectacular, but he'll be just fine.
All of these guys we get, man, I hope, man, they just don't forget the fundamentals and how to wrap guys up, man, and let guys run all the way through the middle over them or wrapping them up, guys bouncing off over like ping pong balls, man. I just hope that's not happening.
if our DC, that's the first thing he needs to go over in mini camps. Learn how to tackle and hold.
Yeah.
If I see one of them jokers out there this year, them running bumps, man, and these cats break out forever, I'm going to go through the TV and strangle somebody, bro. I cannot stand that, man. They teach, hey, linebackers, look, if you listen, they teach you this shit in Pop Warner.
Oh, yeah.
When you hit them, you grab them and you hold on. They don't teach you bump them with your shoulder, bump them out of bounds. No, tackle them. Yeah. Get them on the ground. It's simple.
Yeah, right. They trying those guys, because Swift he's not, the biggest of running backs, but you got a guy running like Saquon Barkley. They run him in practice with those goddamn Sequoia tree trunk legs, running through there. That'll give them the practice they need and show them how that bouncing off shit ain't gonna work, man. This ain't gonna work. Machine. Absolutely, right. Man.
So, what was I saying? Going back to the linebackers, I was gonna say something about linebackers. I can't. Whatever, I can't think about it, but whatever it was something dealing with tackling, but it don't even really matter. All right, so now we're gonna move on to me one of our better pickups during free agency. Let's go with the cornerback trying to CJ Gardner Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He's back, but his car is not. Okay, his car is not. His car is still out there looking around somewhere trying to find it because and I understand his frustration. You know what I'm saying? You can't look, Eagles fans, look. We already know we're ornery. Okay, we know we have something to prove, and we'll disown you in a heartbeat. But look, the man came back saying how the fans were obnoxious and he couldn't stand them. Well, guess what? If you're playing for a city and you're doing your best to make that city the best they can be, and you go out from practice one day and your car is stolen, you would have a problem with the fans too. You would. Absolutely. So guess what, CJ? I forgive you, bro. I know you're probably speaking out of anger. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But you're back now. Now, the second you leave, you ain't shit dust to worry. So unless you bring a Super Bowl, you ain't shit dust to worry. We're not gonna go as far as say you're dead to us. We're not gonna do that. Because we're better than that.
Hey, not the barber talk. We ain't gonna give the barber.
Yeah. We ain't gonna tiki barber yet, but we just gonna say
that was Tiki Barber said that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he's in
Yeah.
the hole
You,
right
you
now.
you ain't that to us. You just ain't we just ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying? We see you in the streets, it's whatever. We'll give you the head nod and just keep on moving. All right, so CJ. All right. Let me see. 16 solo tackles, one interception. To me, that could go two ways because if you only had 16 tackles and one INT, the three passing flag, that's telling me they wasn't on to his side. That's telling me he was
Absolutely.
doing his job.
And that's it, man. Like you said, man, we agree. We think a lot of the same way on this, man. If you look at, one of the greats, man, the Hall of Famers, man, the Reeveses and all of them guys,
Mm.
the champs, the Champ Baileys, man, their stats were low, but what is it? Champ Bailey, man, he had one year, I think it was like 24, 25, 30, maybe 30 passes thrown his way the entire game. You know what I mean? I mean, not the game, the entire season.
Yeah,
So, what does that say? I mean, that's prominence right there, man.
right.
It was transferring to CJ. The same thing for him, man. So the stats aren't telling of, or they are telling. They're very indicative of the skills and talent that this guy is bringing to an organization, bringing back to the organization.
Facts. No, CJ, man, he's gonna be he's definitely a dog. I will say that he's a dog when it comes to passing like that. I mean, he did very very well for us. You know what I'm saying? And a couple years ago, so I'm just glad he's back. I'm glad he's here to contribute. He's definitely gonna be able to give a little bit more oomph to our
Yeah,
defense, to our pass
yeah.
coverages. So I'm just glad he's back. And CJ, man, hey, we need to go get to work, bro. I really want to get his jersey. I ain't gonna hold you up. I really do. I want to get his jersey. I want to get. Well, matter of fact, we'll talk about jerseys at towards the end. But yeah, CJ is definitely one I want to get. Only because I played safety in high school, so kind of near and dear to my heart. That I can't do it now though. I can't do it now. I'm saying because the way the disability set up, I can't be running like that.
There we
You know what
go.
I'm
There we
saying?
go.
You know
There
what I'm
we
saying?
go.
And God
Right.
forbid, my plantar fasciitis start kicking in real hard, and then Lord knows I can't even walk to the car. Can't do that. Sorry. So Matt Hennessy, O line, what you think?
I
You
think
you
it's a.
got the next one first.
I think it's a good pickup. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Just like you put in the title of the show, man. How we trust, man. Every one that we got is a good, solid, pickup for the amount of money that we paid for these guys. Great. So Matt Hennessy, like I said, came from the Falcons. He was doing his thing. He's making the blocks right there for what's his name, Bajan. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So effective guy doing his thing down there. So I think he'll definitely bring that to us and continue with the free agency loss that we just had for our offensive line. Be able to fill that spot and then go from there.
Mm-hmm. And again, and to add to what you're saying, what I'm saying, if he was doing well with Bijan Robinson on the Falcons, you can just imagine. And his O line was fairly decent, but it was
Yeah.
nowhere near the caliber of ours. And
Right.
Bijan was he was going off on a couple of matter of fact that one run when he had shook Buddy out his draws,
Yeah.
broke him down to the struts. That dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if Bijan's running behind that line, you can just imagine what a better running back can do with Matt Hennessy and the rest of the guys on the O line that's way better than him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You just imagine that I can imagine Keelan Moore's play calling. I know this man is excited. He's got to be excited. Because if he was putting up points like that with Dallas and they had some scrubs outside of CD, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what no one says. Gallup, he's all right. He's a good wide receiver, buddy. He ain't nowhere near AJ. You know what I'm saying? Gallup and Devontae, I would say they're kind of neck and neck. But that's even with Michael Gallup being in the league a couple years longer than Devontae, and I still say they're just side by side. So, but I just feel like Devontae he can stretch the field way better than Gallup can. But again, I don't even want to talk about them boys because them boys is trash anyway. But so yeah, again, Matt Hennessy, I think he's a great pickup. And I kind of wish my boy Jordan Jordan was on because I like to hear what he has to say about Matt Hennessy because he's a Falcons fan. So Jordan, if you're out there watching, bro, go ahead, shoot me the text or hit the comment section and let me know you're on. I'll send you the link. All right. So now another big signing. Big signing. You got Misha, you got this one. Where we going? Where we going? Okay, linebacker Bryce Huff, 3 year contract, baby.
Oh
19
yeah.
solo tackles, 10 sacks. You know what I'm saying? No interceptions, no forced fumbles. But again, 19 solo tackles and 10 sacks. Tied for 22nd in the league. What you got? What you think?
It's a great pickup, man. Another great pickup for the Jets, man. Quality pickup. Like I said, once again, for the amount of money that we had to pay for the guy, get him in there. We had him in there behind Sweat. He was
Yeah.
in there behind Sweat. So we'll see how that goes and go from there. And then but I mean, great pickup, man. It's a great pickup, man. We definitely needed as much help as we can get, man. So I don't know if the problem, because a lot of the guys, some of the guys that we had on, defense is still there. So we're gonna find out this year during the preseason and the first, 2 3 games if it was the defensive, scheme. If it was what it was, I think it'll be exposed during the preseason and the first couple games of this year what the problem was. I think we talked about this during like game 10, 11 or something like that, 12. We started talking about, or no, towards the end, so like 15, 16, we were talking about how a lot of the things will be exposed the next year that aren't able to be talked about during the current year. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
this is what will happen, with the defensive additions that we have this year, from the defensive coordinator down to these moves that we had. We still have some of the people in the same positions, unfortunately, but that could be good too. So we'll see. But we have quality backups, you know what I mean, for the the Bradburys and all of this type of stuff that's still out here on the team doing their thing, man. And so we have, people in line for those guys. So Huff, like I said, great pickup. He's number 2 guy behind Sweat, and then we'll go from there.
Man, I would love to see if I could just get this once. So DC, look, if I can just get, if we can somehow still keep Riddick on the books, that'd be phenomenal. But if we could have Sweat and Riddick on the books, on the field, along with Huff and Nolan Smith, three of them, three pass rushes, get one of them gonna get him. One of them is going to get him. I don't care how you line it up. Like Riddick said, line that shit up and let's go. But I guarantee you, if they can put that as a normal combo or normal set, that'll be up. So hey, shout out to my homeboy Rod Kelly, man. What's up, G? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Appreciate you for watching. Straight up, Rod. Hey Rod, if you got to, man, hey, go ahead and what's call it? Send us a question or whatever. We'll hit it up. For everybody to know, man, Rod, he's on another podcast I'm on. But yeah, big up there, man. He got me in the podcast, and I sure appreciate it, man. But yeah, so go ahead.
Now, I was going to say, man, one of the biggest things that we have to wait for is the defensive scheme that's going to be done. So we were running, I think we were running mostly 4-3s, 4-3
Mm-hmm.
defense last year. It's supposed to be changed up this year from what I'm reading and stuff like that. It's supposed to be the 3-4 defense. So our team has to get used to that and see how they're going to be running that, and that's going to determine dictate who they put in there in those positions and how we get to play those guys. So, the DC is going to come in there and change up the game a lot because, it's worked for him and he has a lot more talent than he has this year with us than he had down there in Miami. So a lot of people don't know his affiliations with us either. They don't remember that that's the same guy we brought in during the Super Bowl run. So
Talk to him, Meech. Talk to him, Meech.
I didn't want to hit him just yet. I was going to save it to
Talk
the
to
next
him.
season. But, did you know? The guy that he have, he's not a new guy, a new face, unfamiliar face to the organization. He has, some history and some run-ins with the Eagles. And so he's coming in, he's coming in knowing, what our organization is about, what we can do, what we're capable of. He was down there in Miami doing the thing, keeping a close eye on the Eagles the whole time because I think he was on tap since the beginning of the season. They can't really put that out there, but I'm thinking that he was really on tap at the beginning of the season and kept a close hold on the Eagles. So he's coming back and put his mark on it. So like I said, he was there we brought him in actually before he went to Miami. We brought him in for that Super Bowl run at the end for his defensive mindset. And so I think that obviously if we give him the full range this year, then we have nothing but to go up. So
That's
I'm
right.
ready for
That's
it. I'm
right.
ready for it.
Me too, man. I can't wait to see what the defense is gonna do this year. So Rod has a question. Rod says, "What type of season do you think Jalen Hurts will have and what should he have worked on the off season?
So I think that Rod, what's up, Rod? I think that Jalen will have he'll get back to his the beginning of the year when he was in the MVP talks. I think that he'll get back to there if we open up the playbook class. I always say this every time, man. We got to go past the second or third page of the playbook. And we open those up. We got all of the offensive weapons that we have, so he's not scrambling so much. Running isn't a first option for Jalen Hurts. We know that he has the capability to run, but that's what the running backs are for. That's what the tight ends. We use those guys effectively, efficiently, like we're supposed to be using. You use those wideouts like we're supposed to be using. I think he'll be back in MVP caliber this season. That's what I think for him. And I'm not just saying it just because he's our guy. I'm saying it because the talent is there on the team. Jalen had the talent. He did make a lot of dumbfounded moves and a lot of passes, a lot of interceptions that he really could have avoided with his maturation at this level he's playing in. But I think that Kellen Moore will be able to figure all that stuff out.
So, and for me, Rod, I feel like I'm on the fence about it, but I truly think that he has every opportunity right now to be the same caliber QB he was when we made our last Super Bowl run. But I do believe that he'll be able to do it with a lot more help. One, in him taking chances like he was taking last year. He won't have to take a lot of those chances because his first option and his first out isn't going to be to run. It's going to be to hand the ball off. So a lot of, like me said earlier, a lot of times he fell into these situations that he felt as though maybe he may or may not have lost a little bit of confidence in some of the people that that they have positioned out on the field, to include the play caller. So if the play calling that he knew in his mind is like, this isn't going to work, so my first option is going to be to run. But guess what? Because we have a new offensive coordinator with Keelan Moore, I feel like Keelan's going to dial up better plays to where Jalen has better outs and better avenues of getting the ball out faster, quicker, and a little bit more accurate. Now, along with the second part of your question, saying what should he have worked on? Me personally, I feel as though he should have worked on his pocket presence, and I feel like he should have worked on his read options, because there was a couple of plays all season last year, and I know for a fact I can name two. There was two plays. He had two people wide open in the end zone and did not see them at all, and he had Devontae on a go route on the right side of the field all by himself, and he completely missed him. So I feel like his pocket presence and his awareness, those are things I feel like he should have worked on this offseason, or should still be working on this offseason. That's just me. Who's the defensive captain? Well, I know last year N'Kobe Dean had the green dot. I think this year, I think Devin White's he's gonna try to get it, because he's gonna try to push N'Kobe Dean to get it. But yeah, last year I know for a fact N'Kobe Dean had it last year. I don't know who's gonna get this year though.
And then one additional thing, man, like you said, me and you, man, we like to talk the truth, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? I also feel that everything we just said is true with Jalen Hurts. However, on the converse side, on the opposite side of that conversation, with all of these weapons that we have, Kellen Moore opening up the playbook like he's supposed to, if Jalen Hurts comes out and he's still making some of those same decisions, that he's making some of those same bad passes, I think the talk is going to be there, man, that hey, what is this guy doing? Was it a fluke? Was it, whatever. Now that we have more offensive weapons, if he comes out making, bad plays, the talk is going to change. The narrative on Jalen Hurts is going to really change next year. So we'll see.
Very true. Because the last thing we want is small hands in there. That's the last thing we want. So, you know what I'm saying? We want these little chicken nuggets. We don't want them in there. So, God forbid, but and he's right though. I mean, if stuff don't start to pick up, if Jalen doesn't start, if he keeps making these ill-advised throws, they're gonna be like, mentally, is he still sound? Mentally, he has all the weapons. And the last thing, is this another that signing and they pay this man all his money? Because, and Rod, you already know how it is, man. The second they get their paycheck, bro, that's it, man. The second they get paid, it's a couple things. Once they get paid, and once they get married, and once they have a baby, man. Once them three things happen, for some reason, somehow, some way, everything just starts going downhill. You know, you got
The
your money,
fourth thing.
so
There's
what?
a fourth thing when they go into Madden cover.
Yeah, yeah. Once they go, I forgot my microphone wasn't even close. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You good?
Oh, you good? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as yeah, like you're right, that Madden cover though. Oh
Yeah,
man,
man,
look
that was a
here.
career killer. That was a career killer.
Yes, sir. But you know, hey, once you right, you know, man. Once they get paid, have babies, get married, and get out of Madden cover, man. After that happens, everything just starts to kind of go downhill. So now that he got his money, you know, well now they because think you know what? Think about it. When he got paid, the beginning of the season, and before Jalen Hurts would run up and down the field, take the hit, keep going. But guess what? Now he can't do that. Why? Because you cost too much. We can't afford you getting hurt. So just slide. So all those explosive plays and stuff that he was having before, he's not going to have those when you get paid. So we need Brock Purdy to get paid. Okay, we need. And guess what? Cowboys, go ahead and sign Dak. Go ahead and do it. So y'all can go ahead and just and crumble. And I'm not saying non crumble. I'm saying the Cowboys. I want the Cowboys to crumble. So please pay Dak whatever he wants. That way we know a few years from now y'all gonna crumble and say. But um, moving on from the boys, so I can't stand them. All right. Devontae Parker. All right. Wide receiver picked him up from the Pats, man. Man had 33 receptions, tied for 131st in the league. Man had 394 yards, 113th in the NFL. Had an average of 11.9. Hey, 11.9. I ain't mad if we can throw the ball to him 5 times. That's 50 yards right there. If he's averaging 11, that's 50 yards. I can take 50 yards a game. I'm cool. 5 points on that. That's decent. That's decent numbers. I'm saying 2 or 3 first downs. I'm cool with it. However, it's sad to say, he may be the number three. You know what I'm saying? Because Quez is probably gonna be gone. So you got AJ, Vontae, and then Vontae. So Parker, if you can get you one there. But then again, people be forgetting. I'm saying we still got Julio. Julio's still on the roster. Now, is he gonna play? I don't know. He get money, but he's gonna play. I don't know. What you think about Devontae Parker? I mean,
Like I said, man, he is a good. Once again, and I say this to repeat myself, man. He's a good quality pickup for the amount of money that we had. You got to remember that. Yes, he had 33 receptions on the year, but we're playing. He was catching passes. He's catching passes from a guy who got them. They just gave it away for a bag of Cheetos. You know what I mean? They sent him down. They sent him down. They got rid of him for a bag of Cheetos. So yes, he caught 33 passes on the year from the guy, but he was catching passes from Matt Jones. So that speaks a lot, or it doesn't speak a lot from his playing ability or capabilities down there. So we just have to see what he's actually worth if he actually get the balls in his hand more.
right. And again, it's nothing for nothing. I mean, Mac Jones, he had, or is it Mac or Daniel? Which one was it?
No, Daniels. That's the
Okay,
Giants. Matt Jones
all
is
right.
up there in New England.
So Mac Jones, his long neck guys, he had players. He just didn't know what to do. And Belichick was frustrated with him because Belichick knew he wasn't a guy. They know they shouldn't have drafted that man. Even when they drafted him, Belichick was probably rolling over in his grave like, God damn, I go from Tom to this. I can't do this. I got to retire. But I mean, come on now. They know Mac Jones ain't the guy. He just ain't the guy. It's
He wasn't
simple.
the guy in college. He wasn't the guy in college.
Yeah. Like, come on,
Alabama,
like
it's been a couple Tua and Jalen, they holding on just a little bit, man. But Alabama does not produce quarterbacks. We know that it
defense is
just
what they
is what
get.
it is. Yeah, defense. They
Defensive
produce
and
they
wide
produce
receivers.
Super Bowl caliber. Wide receivers and defense. Those guys are ready for the NFL, but quarterbacks, that's not their forte. So
Yeah.
hey, you have a good season down there. They're lucky because of, like you said. Alabama, they have NFL ready receivers down there, so they're going to make any quarterback look good. You know what I mean? I can get down there and go play for Alabama, suit up. Yeah, I would never do it, but I go down there and they look good.
Meech, tell them where you from, Meech. Tell them where you're from down in
we
Florida.
know, that goddamn UA. The U ain't playing around with it. We're not gonna let it happen. You know what I mean? But in the event, you can take anybody any quarterback and insert them into the Alabama scheme, and they're going to have success and raise their draft ratings because of who they're throwing the ball to. So Mac Jones, he was not that guy. They knew it. They took a chance on it. Thought it was going to replace one of the greats, and it fell apart.
Drastically, in fashion. But again, Vontae Parker, he might be all right, man. He might be fine. He'll definitely be a number 3, you know. But him and Julio, they probably gonna be battling out for the third spot. That's what I see. All right, so now we got Kenny Pickett, bro. You just here, simple. The only time you playing again, we gotta be blowing somebody out. And if we're not blowing somebody up, you already know who it is. Me, you see who online.
I see him there.
You see him online.
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, again, Kenny, man, he's only gonna see the field. We gotta be blowing somebody out the water as far as points or preseason and mini camps. But he's really, again, Kenny Pickett. Look, we just need you to come in and just, if something happens, just sustain the game until Jalen Hurts either comes up from up under the blue tent or comes back from the locker room and comes back. Just hand the ball off a couple times, throw it maybe once, maybe twice. Don't throw no picks like you do. And that's it. I'm saying he had four INTs on the year. Man had 2,000 yards. Okay, I'll give him. Had 6 TDs. Okay, tied for 37th. But his QBR, bro, was 38.1. 38, bro. Come on now.
I think that, man, he'll be a good, in the game clock manager, because you can't forego the number 1 QB time that he has. That brings a lot of knowledge versus him just sitting on the bench, to be able to recognize defensive schemes and all this stuff that he's looking at. So, he's not the bottom of the barrel. He's not the bottom of the barrel. Or is he? He'll be able to hold it down for a little bit, get in there. I think that, hopefully, what it is we'll keep him to do something and draft, raise his draft potential. Trade potential.
Me too. He said he ain't the bottom of the barrel, but he definitely stuck to the side. He definitely stuck to the side. And he's slow creeping towards the bottom. He ain't there yet, but he's getting close.
He ain't there yet, man. He ain't Matt Jones level, but he's almost there, man. I think it's something had to go on though, man, because you don't go from you bring Russell Wilson, in there, and he's like, oh hell no, fuck that, I'm out of here, I'm out. But you go to playing, he didn't want to be the number 2 guy. Obviously, Russell Wilson coming there, you're going to be the number 2 guy behind Russell Wilson, right? But then you go to Philly, and guess what you are? The number 2 guy. So, hey, I think it was something said. Tomlin got in his ear or something, man. Hey, this might be your chance to go now. Going on to do this now. The end is here.
And Mike Tomlin, he was probably like this because he'd be up there with his glasses on. He probably looked at him and was like, "Hey, look here," because Mike Tomlin got them big old eyes. About, "Hey, Kenny, hey, come on over here, Kenny. Hey, look here. Hey, you might want to go ahead and pack up, son, because the day's done. We gonna go with Russ, okay? So if you want to go back home, it's a quick ride, okay? You was over there with them boys when you was younger. I'm saying you rooted for him when you was a kid. Go on and have fun. But right now we gonna run with Russ." He was like, "All right, club out." But I did hear, or I read somewhere that I read and heard that apparently Kenny Pickett, he did say that he did not want to play behind Russ, and he also, on one game, he refused to suit up to be the third quarterback. The emergency QB, he refused to suit up. So at that point,
the QB3 is out there holding for the kicks. That's all we need you for, baby. Go out there and hold that goddamn ball for them kicks, man. Let Jake be great. Jake the Vet is going to be great. You hold the ball for him. That's all we need you. You ain't nothing. All you do is hold the ball. That's all you do. What you do? Who you think you are? Joe Montana?
Jalen Hurts? You think you Jalen? Oh, but hold on. You must be Nick Foles. You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing.
Kenny, now look. If I raise up, I'm in trouble.
I know.
Walk
That's
off.
what Mike Thomas said, man.
Yeah.
If I get said again, it's gonna be trouble.
Hey,
Trouble.
Rock, crack him out, boy. You ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. But Kitty said, I got the green on my profile pic. That's what Eagles green. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, you do got it. But you already know for everybody out there, he's a Cowboy fan. Just put it out there. I'm just keeping it a buck. Now, mind you, Kenny, he's a Cowboy fan, but he ain't one of them delusional jokers. He's
Oh
not.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
will give him that. I'm saying he knows they sorry and he'll say it. I'll
For
give
those
him.
out there for those out who missed the episode, he was actually on that episode, one of the podcasts last season. He got up here and talked some good sense about the
Hmm.
Cowboys. That's his team. He repped them, but he reps them with sense. So hey, we look forward to having him again on the show this season coming up.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Rod gonna be on too, Rod. Trust, Rod. He's a faithful listener and watcher and participator. So yeah, shout out to Rod. All right, so Kenny, again, your days number, big brother. They numbered. All right, moving on. Now we got who? We got linebacker Devin White. He's gonna be probably the second most impactful behind. Well,
No. They projected him to number one.
most
Oh,
impactful.
no, you talking about the impactful? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, he's gonna be. I want to say CJ is gonna be a bigger impact, but again, that's only if they go to his side. If they don't go to his side, then I guess that makes it a fair argument to say that he's most impactful because now you're cutting off half the field. But we all know that most teams want to establish a run.
Yeah.
So both of them are going to play off each other, and I feel like when it's all said and done, numbers wise, stats wise, Devin might, but then again, I heard he doesn't do that well on one-on-one coverages. So I don't know. It's neck and neck. But if I had to choose one if I had to, I feel like it would be probably CJ because and I was going to say Devin, but at the last second I changed my mind. But I just feel like it's a quarterback lead, and it's starting to become a if he can get in there and disrupt some plays and knock down some balls, and I feel like CJ is going to be just a slight bigger impact than Devin White. He's going to try and upstage QB1. Who?
Shit.
Who?
I didn't pay that no mind. I didn't pay that no mind. Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing. He told me, hey, Hutton talk this that cowboy talk bullshit going on over there. Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing. Hutton told me he go upstage, goddamn Jalen Hurts. Kenny Pickett don't believe that. So Hutton out here talking that foolishness, talking about he go upstage QB1. Shit.
I bet y'all know who he could of that. I bet y'all know who he could. Yeah, boy.
He can go and start for Dakota right now.
That's right. Because guess what? It's gonna rain on y'all head. They do it every year. Y'all ain't never felt this. Trust. Talking about pig, man. Offstage QB1, man. Please, what is wrong with her? Now, see, I just gave you the pass and tell you what to do.
He drinking. He probably drinking. Yeah, he on that goddamn Hennessy down there or something, man. He drunk. He's 6-7 shots in already. Talking about some Kenny Pickett coming in here. Nah, he don't think he QB1. He don't think he knows his position. When he comes to the goddamn Eagles, he knows his position.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, he said he drinking. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that. Let's go keep a glass with him. He gonna keep a glass.
It's a tall glass too, a tall cold.
Tall, tall one, man. You gotta be. He drunk or I was gonna say he on some edibles or something. Talking about some Kenny Pickett. Talking about some QB1.
Amy, what the more people say? Well, he 2 sheets in the wind, ain't he? Yeah, Jalen gonna crush him. Of course he gonna crush him.
It's not even a competition. That's why we can't entertain this too long. It's not even. Kenny Pickett doesn't think he's coming down there to be QB1. Kenny Pickett he come down there to know and assume his role. That's not even a conversation in the Eagles locker room.
Right. Know your role. Ain't that what the Rock said? Know your role.
Yeah.
And he knows his trust.
Yeah.
He knows his role. He know he ain't gonna be QB1. Come on now. All right. So what's up with Devin? What you got on Devin?
Devin, I think he'll come down. I think that we're going to see teams going to challenge us on the run first and foremost. And I'm not even worried about that, man. Don't let it get to you. Don't let that Dakota stuff get to you.
I don't
What they're
even
going
want
to
to
do is
put
they're
it
going
up
to
on
try
the
to challenge the
screen,
run.
bro.
They're going to challenge the run, man, because people were able to do it to us. So I think they'll come out there if Devin White is able to hold his ground, plug those holes, you know what I mean, wrap up and do that. I think he'll be more effective coming out until the team switch to the aerial attack and throwing the ball like they're supposed to. Then CJ have more of a chance if they throw it to his side. So Devin will be more impactful because the teams are going to start. Everybody tries to start and establish the run first. So Devin will be able to shine a lot faster than CJ will.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I see, and that's why I say like on the very last second, I changed to CJ. But it's your point like that proves that maybe I was wrong. I'm saying
Yeah.
your take on it was like, well, maybe I was wrong.
Yeah. I think that Devin will be the more impactful guy because of how we ran last year. I think that the teams they're going to come out. We were so predictable in that middle; it was kind of non-existent for us. So, Devin inside linebacker, he'll be able to, like I said, run up there, fill those gaps when he needs to, and go from there, and definitely be more impactful from the start of the whistle to the end of the game.
Yeah. So Hut says, don't let number 7 leave for the Eagles. Hey, look, we don't want Riddick to leave. I know I don't. I don't want Riddick to
Nah,
leave at all. I love Riddick. I love him.
yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah,
but money talks, and you're starting to get. I'm not gonna say he's up there in age, but what I'm saying, your days are starting to get a little numbered when it comes to playing football. So I understand that if you try to get the biggest bag you can before you exit, hey, I ain't even mad at you. But that you're right, man. That boy, he's something for real. He's a dog for real.
yeah.
I'm saying, and I hope we can keep him, but we not a him. I'm not gonna say you ain't nothing else no more. You have to win now. You played well, bro. You always welcome. You always welcome back, just like CJ was. I'm saying. So last but not least, we got D tackle PJ Mustafer. Got him on a 1 year contract from the Saints. He's just a filler player. We already know he's not doing nothing. He's just on the team. Y'all can have him. Oh, he's talking about y'all. The Riddick? No, he ain't going to y'all. He's not going to y'all.
We don't do dumb stuff like that. We're not the
Yeah,
Giants. We're not
yeah,
gonna do inter division trade like that
yeah,
to give y'all
yeah.
this
We're not
impact.
them.
No, that's just dumb. We trade him to the AFC somewhere. Somebody would never play. You know what I mean? He drinking. He drinking.
Yeah,
He
and guess
drinking,
what?
man.
You know what? And you know what, Mish? He got it neat too. It's neat. No rocks. Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, PJ, like I said, PJ, yeah, bro, we got you on a 1 year contract just in case somebody get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're out there, you're a crash dummy at training camp. You know what I'm saying? Just keep your weight down. You know what I'm saying? Keep the sugar off you. That's about all you are right now. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that's really it for you, bro. So all right, so let me see. I've been drinking. I've been drinking. Look at him. He can't even get it out. All right, so look. With that being said, man, we like to keep it short. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Our next show ain't gonna be until draft night, people. Draft night. So look, if you're out there on draft night and it's time, and when everything comes to an end at 8 o'clock when we sign in, man, we are looking for reactions. That's it. We want reactions. We want reactions from the fans. We want gonna give y'all instant reactions. And all I know is he's been cooking for the past 2 weeks. Ain't no reason to turn the burners off now, man. Simple as that. You're right. Hey Q, you do it, man. We need to link up for real, for real.
He
But
sound, he sounded like Beyonce talking about, I've been drinking. I've been
I've been
drinking.
doing
He
it
got that liquor.
But yeah, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for coming out to the green stream. Hey, shout out to Lavelle, man. Uh, thank y'all for coming out to the Regal Eagle. Appreciate y'all. And again, man, again, we cannot say enough. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend because guess what? The more numbers we get, the better. Helps us grow. It helps you guys grow. Try to keep you guys informed. All right. So, Meech, you got anything else for the people to know?
Hey, definitely, man. Echo the same thing you said, man. Like they used to say in the army. I want to pick it back. But hey,
Yeah.
get him in there. Hey, Ron, Hunt, all the guys, man. Draft Fight, man. Everybody, let's link up, log on, man, so we can get some real live reactions for the foolishness that's gonna be going on. We can hear about how the Cowboys think that this day year again for the 30th year, and then go from there, man.
All right. So look, hey, we appreciate y'all, man. But on that note, man, we're gonna sign out, man. We'll highlight y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Othello on the beat.